Hello and welcome to Module 1. For Module 1, I'm starting on this home page so you know where you're going to want to start per week. So click on Module 1 and then you're going to click on Overview. You're going to ignore the rest of this right now. And we'll go to Overview. So Module 1, describing objects in 3 dimensions. You're going to have a purpose statement and read through that, outcomes, and then your resources. You're going to have some links, videos, and so forth. This particular video, like all other videos, will be in your playlist. For Module 1, you'll have Playlist 1, Module 2, Playlist 2, and so forth. In that playlist, you'll have an overview like this, but you might also have some video content to watch as well. Other video content. So you'll have links to the slides for Module 1. For Module 1, I've given you a bunch of different links, online links for 3D graphers. Each of those graphers have drawbacks and positives, so you're going to want to explore quite a few of those and see which ones work for you depending on what you're trying to do for any assignment. There's obviously other ones online that you can use. And then what I'm doing is I'm also posting some Khan Academy videos that will help you along the way, and Paul Notes, which are really great just resources, additional resources to help you out. And that's in addition to any videos I post. The WebAssign. WebAssign's great. They show you how to do solutions as well. And obviously the Q&A forum, discussion forums, you can post there, or just email me. And the other thing you can do is we can set up a time as well with Google Hangouts. Now, the activities for the first week, there's quite a few activities to start with. So right away, do your first day activities. You're going to introduce yourself using Flipgrid. And then you'll have a Start Here quiz, a math course survey. You got to register for your WebAssign. Schedule your proctored midterm and final exams right away. So your midterm, October 21st through October 27th, any day between 21st and 27th. This is really, really important. I need for you to do that because if you don't, because you're taking these exams as a proctored exam, and then they have to be mailed to me. So it takes quite a while to get those to me, graded, and sent back. So if you don't do that, you're not gonna get graded until much later. I'm making that mandatory that you do that. If you for some reason cannot take your midterm or final on these dates, so midterm or final is December 9th through 15th. If you can't, you must email me right away and explain to me what the situation is which you can't take it. You can reasonably take it earlier, the final or midterm even a few days earlier or so forth. That's fine too. So you can explore that option if necessary, but no later than October 27th for the midterm and no later than the December 15th for the final. I have these surveys here. That's not a sign up. That's just for me to know that you did sign up with the office. If you have questions about the actual proctored exam, how that kind of operationalizes, please call them. That they will give you that information. And remember, it's scientific calculator, no graphing calculators. I'll give you a review sheet. So you'll be well prepared for it, but no notes. Please do not bring any notes to the exam. You will get an automatic 0 for cheating or bringing notes into the exam. And keep in mind, those exams do have film. People do watch you, so please be honest with your exam and so forth. So I'll leave it there. Your Module 1 activities specifically are very similar to the rest of your modules. You'll have a discussion 1. This is a big week for your group, so you're going to click into that discussion 1. Read the discussion guidelines. By Wednesday midnight, you're going to be posting your first 6 problems. You have a link to the homework assignments right there. Here's your first 6 problems that need to be submitted by Wednesday midnight. And then you're also going to be doing these additional problems this week. Those do not need to be submitted or turned in, but if you have questions about them, let me know. I can for sure help you out with those. Then Sunday, you're going to be submitting, not in this discussion form, you're going to be submitting in the actual assignment, the group assignment, 1 submission per group, and you're going to be graded as a group. And you'll see that information at the top. I went through this in the overview, but you're going to get your 4 points if you've completed all the problems. I'm not grading on individually, I'm not grading if you got them correct or not, but the group answers, the 1 submission, yes, I will be completing it, or I will be grading it based on how correct it is. Generally, it's just a 0, 1, 2 point scale. If you have it complete and correct, you get your 2 points. If it's partially correct, you get 1 point. I generally don't do half points on these assignments, so to not lose any points, you need to be putting units, making sure you're answering every single question that's being asked of you. So make sure you're double checking. You've got 5 to 6 people in your group, so you want to make sure you're checking the work. Whoever submits that checks it over. So that's your discussion 1 and your group problems. So you'll click on those group problems and you'll submit here at the top right. That's your submission. 1 person in your group should be allocated to submit the assignment for this week. You'll also be doing a group charter through the week, so you're going to want to communicate with your group right away in the discussion 1. Say hi, share your information if you need to. One of you should take on the role of the leader for this first week at least to click on the team charter document. And what you're going to do is you're going to click File, right? Make a copy for your group and share it with your group. So you're going to want to make sure you get the emails from all the group members, collaborate around a Google document. I'm going to make the assumption that everybody knows generally how to collaborate with a Google document now, but that's how you do it. You press the share button, you put the email address, and you make sure that they can edit it. Right, so here you have the information for everybody, group norms. You can use the ones I've got for examples, but please modify to what your group. You may want to meet with a Google Hangout, a Google Meet. That might be the best route, even if not all your members can meet at once. It's a good start. Otherwise, you can message through email or other means, whatever makes sense. If you're on campus, please meet together. That's going to be your support group for all these problems, and as well as helping with studying for exams and so forth. And then you're going to have your WebAssign 1, right? So when I do the WebAssign here, it just takes you generally to the WebAssign page, and then you log in and you complete your problems there. So there is a lot to do this first week. Please get started right away. I will be emailing everybody out as an announcement for this week as well, but this video just gives you an overview of it. Now, Module 1's, a lot of it's review. It's the 2D, 3D vectors, dot product, cross product. Depending on when and where you took a course, a math course that you've learned about these things, your notation might be a little different, so make sure you're paying attention to notation. Notation is very important in this course. So if you don't understand notation, you're not going to understand what you're doing, and that not necessarily just for Module 1, but when you're progressing through the course, understanding what you're doing is part of that is understanding your notation. So make sure your notation is correct. That's something you want to. It's just like units, right? So pay attention closely to that. And then you're going to be learning about surfaces, lines, planes, cylinders, quadrats, and so forth. I'm going to expect that you're able to generally sketch surfaces, and the way to do that, right, is kind of start graphing by graphing the cross sections, those two-dimensional cross sections. So that's the key to being able to graph in 3D. I know it's difficult to graph in 3D. I have a difficult time doing that, but it's easy to show the cross sections. So if you graph the cross sections, you're 90% there, and then you just kind of combine those cross sections, and you're able to graph 3D. So you can take it step by step. So that's Module 1. A lot of review, a lot to do, but I know you guys can get through it. And so good luck, and please use the Q&A forum for general questions, or please email me for specific questions individually, right? So you get your QA here, and then the instructor info is here as well. You'll get my email. I do have 2 emails, but I prefer this one. Either one, it doesn't matter. This is my rothx150@umn.edu account. You can email me there. If you include Math 2263 in the title, it's so much easier for me to realize it's from this course, and I can get back to you sooner that way, because it's better organization for me, and I can search those things. So please put Math 2263 in the title. Regardless, whatever else you want to subtitle it, it doesn't matter, but the Math 2263 would be very important to me and very helpful for me. If you do need to meet, we do have a link to a Google Meet directly here. We'll set up a time and we can meet virtually. That's it for Module 1. My other module videos will be a little bit shorter, but this one I want to make sure that I walk you through a few additional items.